Congress is now negotiating on monthly recurring stimulus payments, and this could mean stimulus relief checks every month for everybody that's eligible. That's the good news. So if you are on Social Security and SSI, you'll also want to be sure to watch this video. So in an effort to safeguard against any future recessions, senators and the White House are now considering setting up automatic relief payments for the next time the economy takes another significant dip. The Economic Security Project has already talked with 50 staff members from the Senate Finance Committee that's on automatic stabilizers. This would mean that the automatic stabilizers would be tied to the state of the economy. The organization also had conversations with Joe Biden's administration, and he's hopeful that the measure will be included in the final draft of the bill. Automatic stimulus checks would really be helpful to millions of Americans. The Economic Security Project has already talked with 50 staff members from the Senate Finance Committee on automatic stabilizers alone. This would mean that the automatic stabilizers are going to be tied back to the state of the economy with Joe Biden's administration, and he's hopeful that the measure will be included in the final draft of the bill. Automatic stimulus checks are definitely going to be helpful to many people. As the country fights poverty and unemployment rate rises, more payments will be sent out. Automatic stabilizers are often tied to unemployment rates, and many lawmakers are pushing for plans that would issue broad or targeted payments based on the state of unemployment. So when unemployment is high, as it was in March 2020, payments will be sent out to a broad group of people. As it drops, payments will become more concentrated on lower class and working class communities who were adversely affected by the crisis. As relief measures go, stimulus checks and unemployment insurance are not cheap fixes that would help the economic problems plaguing America right now. Folks, in addition to that, the 3-round stimulus checks alone cost more than $580 billion. Of course, Republicans have voiced opposition to this. The White House has backed automatic stabilizers for unemployment insurance, and Kamala Harris supported recurring payments. A change.org petition that was started last year calls for $2,000 payments, and that has gathered more than 3 million signatures. And now lawmakers have proposed a number of other points that could be put in place for the new stimulus check, including a new minimum wage, renewing federal tax on employment, and making the child tax credit raise permanent. At least 21 Senate Democrats are on board with this, but as of right now, it is clear that when automatic stabilizers could become law, it would definitely help a lot. They're most likely a pathway to passage of more budget reconciliations. Without reconciliation, Democrats will need to support at least 10 Republicans, and it's unclear that they sign into the concept of automatic direct payments. Thank you again for your support, everybody. If you have any questions on this, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best in answering them.
Apologize to everybody out there. Usually we do these things very, very smoothly. Tonight we did not. We got some technical issues. So I'm not going to give you the long speech. I want you to hear from the workers themselves. Bottom line is you have some very courageous people out there who are in Colorado who are standing up to a very powerful corporation, the Kroger supermarket, the largest supermarket chain in the country, owned by incredibly wealthy people. And these folks have gone out on a 10-day strike, and I want Kim Cordova to explain why they went out and what this strike is about. So Kim, say it again. Our profitable corporation. How much does the CEO earn at this corporation? Do you remember?
It's millions of dollars. In fact, when they cut our hazard pay, he got a 21% or $21 million wage increase.
And within Kroger stores, they have pantries where employees are getting food contributed by other employees. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Place and actually work and actually make a difference and bring the company back to the table to listen to our concerns. It was just a wonderful experience. I hope that this, encourages more places to unionize when they see what the power of a union can do when you do stand together and fight for your rights. I think there's a tremendous resurgence of that in our country, and I think we need more of it.
Andres, any thoughts?
No, just thank you to the community, to the state of Colorado and all the people that didn't cross the picket line. I know all of them also work and had to shop somewhere else, and I know that it's not great almost anywhere right now. So whenever they get the chance to stand up for themselves, I can't wait to pay it forward.
Well, let me just, in a sense, recapitulate what all of you have said. And that is, we are living in a very difficult moment. in American history. This COVID has wreaked havoc on everybody's lives. So many people have gotten sick, people have died, people have not been able to go to work, kids have not been able to go to school, grandparents have not been able to see their grandchildren. It has been a horrible, horrible time. But what is happening is, I think all of you have indicated, is that in the midst of all of this, working people have said, you know what? We are human beings. We're entitled to be treated with respect and dignity, especially when we're putting our lives out on the line. When all over this country, not just in grocery stores, but in public transportation, in healthcare, people are dying because they are contracting COVID on their jobs. And I think what you're seeing, and all of you have made this point, is that people are saying enough is enough. And we're seeing people taking on enormously powerful corporations. You're taking on a big-time operation, right? A multi-billion-dollar corporation with unlimited resources. And as I understand it, Kim just said they came to you with a disgraceful initial offer, an insulting offer. And workers said, thanks, but no thanks. They went out on strike for 10 days. People in Colorado said, you know what, we're gonna stand with the workers. We're not gonna go into that grocery store. And maybe the company got the message and came back with a lot better contract. And what you're doing, and what other striking workers, we're dealing, as I mentioned earlier, with women who are on strike in Los Angeles, coal miners who are on strike in Alabama, workers in specialty metal in West Virginia, same thing. People taking on powerful special interests, companies that have billions of dollars in assets. And they're standing up and they are fighting back with incredible courage. And we're seeing that all over this country. So I want to thank all of you for being an inspiration for working people all across this country. And I think all of you have said, if and when you win this strike, people are going to say, you know what? When we get united, when we join a union, when we're prepared to negotiate for real benefits, we can win this thing. And that's the role that you guys are playing nationally. You're inspiring a whole lot of people. And I thank you very, very much for that. And I thank you for being with us this evening, and look forward to continue working with you. So thank you all very much.
Thank you,
And,
Senator. We appreciate you helping us amplify workers' voices around this country. And we absolutely appreciate your support.